Hey guys, welcome back to Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little Christmas tree. So to start off our Christmas tree, I'm going to be doing a series of triangle shapes just building on one another. So start by placing a little dot near the center top of your page, and then from there start to draw a line that's coming towards the left side of the paper. You can have it be super straight, or like me, I'm just making it a little curvy. And then do the same on the right. Now from underneath these lines, you're just going to draw a little short line that's coming towards what will be the center of your tree. And then we're going to repeat these shapes by drawing two more lines, again coming out towards the outside edges of the paper, a little bit wider, and then bringing in that small horizontal line back towards the center. Okay, and now I'm going to go for tier number 3. So again, starting to bring out those curved lines towards the outside edges. You can see it's getting wider. Then bring that short line back towards center. And I'm going to do one more. So I'll have 4 tiers on this Christmas tree, just sweeping out to the sides. And then this time, to close off the bottom of my tree, I'm just going to connect the two ends here with a really shallow curved line. So just instead of making it go straight across, I'm going to give it a little bit of whimsy by having that bottom edge just really slightly curved. Then to find the placement for my trunk, I'm just going to find the center point here of my tree, and then I'm going to actually draw slightly angled lines just surrounding that center. So you can make your tree trunk as thick or as thin as you'd want. And then we'll just leave the bottom open and close it off with our ground line later. So next up, let's add in some decorations. So I'm going to start by just drawing some diagonally angled curvy lines, just coming from one side of the tree to the other, and I'm going to zigzag the way in which these curved lines go. And this is going to basically be the string for the Christmas lights that we will put on our tree. You can leave a space near the bottom if you're going to add a face with me at the end. And then before we do the lights, I'm just going to draw some little circles in here for ornaments. I'm just keeping it super simple and whimsical, so little circles wherever you feel like you might want a decoration. You can always add more in later. I like to have some of them hanging off the little points of my Christmas tree that are coming out to the sides. And I think I'm just going to add maybe a couple more, and then I'll go ahead and finish off the lights before I decide if I need any more little Christmas bulbs. That looks pretty good for now, so let's come up to the top diagonal line here for our lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate drawing underneath and above these lines. So to start with the light underneath, we're going to draw a shallow little C curve coming right off of the bottom of this line. Then you can go ahead and make a little point here at the bottom and then do an opposite curve back up to the line. So you'll do the same thing coming off the top, but of course this time the point will be facing upwards, and then just come back to meet the line. So you can almost imagine you're making little V shapes coming off of your string, just alternating the up and down position. Now keep in mind, guys, that you want to follow the curve of your string. So just imagining that these lights are coming off the string. So if your string is sort of slanted down towards that bottom right corner, your light is probably going to be pointing at the opposite corner just based on the angle of which it's coming off the string. So in other words, your lights are not all going to just be facing straight up and straight down. Also, another thing to look for when you're making your lights is that the sides of them do have a nice little roundness to them, because as we know, Christmas lights aren't these really sharp-edged triangles. There is that sort of nice smooth curve to them. Okay, so of course now I'm at the bottom here, and there's just a few more lights. It's a much longer string since it's wider. So we're just going to finish this off, and then wherever you're at, you can kind of take a look now at your tree, and maybe there's some spaces where you feel like you could add an extra ornament. I think I'm just going to add maybe 1 or 2 ornaments near the top part of my tree. I'm going to leave the bottom pretty empty so that I have room for a super cute little face. And then maybe just 1 more right here on that second, or I guess it would be my 3rd tier. All right, so for the face, I'm going to start by drawing in the right eye, and this eye is going to be open. So I'm going to draw sort of a bigger circle. You could make it an oval if you like. And then I'm going to create the highlights by just drawing a little rainbow shape across the center here. So the first highlight will be along the bottom of the eye, and then just a small heart right above that. And then go ahead and you can color in that eye if you're just going to use black like myself. I'm also just going to draw in a little sort of squashed oval right underneath the eye for a little cheek. So this is a little different than my normal cheeks, but I thought it would be a little bit cuter, almost like he's got a little chill. Then we'll do a winking eye here on the left by making our sideways V and drawing in that little squashed oval. Then let's go ahead and make a little smile that's coming right in between the eyes, almost more upturned on the right. And then we'll create a nice U shape coming off the right point of that line for the open mouth, and add in a little tongue by just drawing a curve. And there's your cute little face. All right, and now we're going to draw the little star above our tree. So you want to leave a little bit of space, and I'm going to start with the top of my tree by just drawing a little upside down V that almost matches the top point of my tree. Then have one coming out towards the left. Then for our bottom triangles, you're going to have them so that where these 2 little bottom points meet, that V is coming right over the top of the tree. And then finally 1 more little point out towards the right. You can add some little sparkle, just adding some little dashes in between each point. And then finally we'll finish off the ground by just creating a nice little wavy line here, just sort of mimicking this idea of nice piles of snow. And then all you have to make sure is that you close off the bottom of the trunk with this line. And I think I'm going to add just a little line in behind as if our little tree is just sort of sitting in this nice little bank of snow. And that, guys, is our super cute little Christmas tree. So thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, for another Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.